Hey guys, I am going to walk you through a heart-brain coherence meditation. If you can do this once a day or anytime really, if you could do just even part of it, it's important to create coherence and bring attention to your heart center. It helps for lots of reasons actually, but if you're interested in learning different practices like this, please reach out. But this is something that I found from a book, and I'll post the name of the book below. It's like the intelligence of the 5 hearts or something like that. Anyway, it's about heart-brain coherence, and doing this can retune our sort of vessel and recenter and ground us. It brings clarity, it brings coherence, and it helps regulate your nervous system. So this is what it looks like. Anytime you bring your hand to your heart, it's going to bring attention right to your higher self-consciousness or your soul's consciousness. So if you can have a coherent connection between your solar plexus and your third eye or your brain, where your brain region is, then you're going to get clear messages and signals. And anytime you need to make a decision and you're just not sure, you're too much in your head where anxiety is just feeding the energy, or you're too wound up about it and you need navigation. So this is a really good practice to do. You just, like I said, bring one of your hands to your heart. I usually use my left hand. It's kind of receiving and channeling the energy. And then I bring my other hand to my solar plexus. And so the first part of the practice is you tense your muscles. I'm not sure why this is. This is the way that they taught the practice. I could go into why I feel like it is, but anyhow, that's what you do is you tense your muscles for 5 seconds, and you breathe in as you do this, and then you breathe out for twice the amount of time that you breathe in for. So if you're inclined to breathe in for a certain amount of time, just make it a shorter duration, and then double it when you exhale. So that's what it looks like. So we're going to do it, and in practice it looks like this. And we do it 3 times. And then we bring our awareness to our heart, and we elevate our emotion. We think of something that brings us deep gratitude, joy, or happiness, something that we're grateful for, something that excites us. It could be a memory, it could be a past experience that you had with somebody, or something that you viewed that brought you joy, just something that lights your heart up and gets you that excited feeling. We're going to hold that there as we breathe for 5 minutes. I'm not going to do the entire thing with you now because I'm just demonstrating, but you're going to breathe in for 5 seconds and out for 5 seconds for 5 minutes. 5, 5, 5. Okay. So, if you can do this, even if it's just for 30 seconds, it doesn't matter. If you can't and you feel weird doing the tensing of the muscles for the release, you can just do it in your feet, or you can just do it in your hands, or you can picture it just happening internally. Maybe you could do it internally. Maybe you could do it in your lower chakras to activate some of that clearing, creating space for. So anyhow, I hope that practice helps. We're going to be doing that plus a few other different practices and activations. I'm going to be hosting a class called Slow, Flow, and Grow. And these are going to be embodied practices, somatic release, so maybe a little bit of journaling, some movement, breath work, just mindfulness, just things that you can take with you. I'll be doing an online class. I think it's December 6th, but I'll post the link below. And then there's going to be 2 in-person classes at Essential Elements Wellness. Believe they're Saturday classes. I'll post those also and the link to join. And then 2 at a new place called Enlightening All, also on the Space Coast if you are in the area and want to attend in person. So again, they're sort of organic classes. I teach the elements embodied, so that's earth, air, fire, and water, what that looks like, and how we can find the medicine and the balance in just considering nature and what nature is teaching us, and what that feels like in the body, what it feels like in the body to be in flow, and what it's telling us by, when we tune into it and the messages that it is trying to teach us before it shows up in our pain body, before it shows up in our actual physical body, because that's kind of how things work. I also practice QHHT, it's quantum healing hypnosis. I learned that from Dolores Cannon and have been practicing since 2010. So if that is something that speaks to you in form of a modality, I do that, and I teach basic astrology as well. So I do intuitive natal chart readings. If you're interested in that, reach out as well. You can either reach out here or there'll be a link below. Thanks for tuning in, and I hope you have a beautiful day. Namaste.